TOMz.
Hello, TOMzers, and welcome to another fully charged, fully loaded episode of the best science and tech show on TV, brought to you by SABC Education right here on SABC 1 Mzansi for sure.
We are making sparks fly with all you need to know.
And we're not talking about that kind of electricity that you get when you flip a switch light. We are talking about the electricity in the natural world. Now, the electricity that we have in our homes has to come from somewhere. We do not create the electricity we use, we just channel it from sources in the natural world.
Now, in the natural world, in the bodies of animals, and even in the sea.
Why do we even get a shock or masitacha, a door handle, or even when we touch another person? That's one example of electricity around us, and so we'll talk about it a little later.
And what other electrified stuff is coming up?
Let's get it.
Coming up on TOMz, we go under the sea at Ushaka in KZN to talk about more about electricity in the ocean with electric eels.
We find out exactly what static electricity is from Inga Pepe.
Talk about all about strange electrical phenomena in nature.
And in Clockwise, about the study of electricity through history.
Let's get the show started.
Umbane is not something that just gives us light and power. It's also used in nature, even emizimbeni yethu. So every time we move izoso bethu is the result of an electrical signal being sent from ingqondo zethu to izoso zethu telling them move on guys.
That's shocking. Kodwa ke thina sithe asihambele sobona ukuthi kahle kahle umzansi ongicabanga nge-electricity, and here's what you guys had to say.
Where do we see electricity in nature?
Yo, enhlekhiwe indawo esikolweni nasendlini ayithola yatholakala.
Okay, apho hlala khona yasetshenziswa kakhulu, so yaqonda bana kuyapolo sayibona. Yeah, nasendlini khona lonto yabo.
Yo, everywhere like ezindlini nasesikolweni. Yeah.
You choke out gas before?
Yeah.
Boyenza ntoni?
Man ndandlala ngeplug yabo. Yo, yangishaya plan.
Bowuyenzani?
Ayimi lona. Ay. Tata in being plug very heat.
Okay, I choke out gas before.
Yeah, I'm gonna choke out gas.
Boyenza.
Yo ben plug i-charge charge phone ningafaka ngizicathulo.
Ngifuna ukwazi what is static electricity?
Ndikumba thatha like madithi ngerula ne uyenze apha enhloko and then ibe ngasephepheni then iphepha lizo.
Mawuhlanganisa amatshe so. Yeah.
Ngokwazi kwami ne abona mangathatha irula yabo uliyenza so ikhanda ithola abehlapha iphepha abehlapha uthi seyizibonakisele
say corn.
Now, ngathola ugesi in some very unexpected places. Some animals even use electricity to survive in nature.
Why normally umbane kaloku namanzi don't go well together, but many of these animals are actually found inside the ocean. Kwaye ezinye zazo ke use electricity to detect objects around them, and others use them to fend off predators.
Hlala kanjalo kona unganyakazi ngoba sesibuya ke we'll be taking a really interesting look at some sea life that uses electricity for survival a little bit later. Kodwa ke kwamanje, let's see some weird and wonderful cases of electricity in nature. Enjoy.
Katitumbu lightning, also known as the everlasting storm, is the most persistent storm on Earth. It happens at the mouth of the Katitumbu River in Venezuela.
Methane gas from the surrounding swamp combined with winds from the Andes Mountains creates a volatile environment, causing lightning strikes that just stop after dusk and last around 10 hours, striking up to 20,000 times per night. A dirty thunderstorm is a massive electrical storm produced during a volcanic eruption. Scientists are unsure what exactly generates these massive electrical charges, but they theorize that particles of ice, dust, and debris rub together and produce enough static electricity to cause the strangely colored lightning bolts.
Israel and Vietnam have been known to harness electricity to protect themselves or to navigate. While one of the most famous of the electric animals is the electric eel.
Now, the electric eel can produce large amounts of electricity, enough to stun a large horse. Now, they use the electricity for protection and to hunt for food.
To find out about electric eels and other animals that use electricity.
Sakhubanga imishini yethu bafethu sesifikile eThekwini uShoko Marine sovakashela abochwepheshe bethu abasitshela kabanzi ngelwane esihlala phansi kwamanzi esisebenzisa ugesi. What? Me and you need to learn more about this right now. Let's go. Kunjani siswami?
Ngiyaphila njani futhi?
Grand.
Yebo ngiyaphila kahle.
Ngiyashisa la igasi lakho yo.
Ngiyafiwa ke la and this is the place to be vele summertime.
Yo, welcome to TOMz.
Ngiyabonga ukunganamukela kulelo hlelo lwenu bobhuti.
Okay, zamangitshele ke. I've heard ukuthi khona ilwane esihlala phakathi kwamanzi ezinogesi. Tell me more about that.
Okay, lezi ilwane ke zisebenzisa ugesi ngendlela eyisizayo ukuthi zikwazi ukuthi zitholele ukudla.
Yeah.
So sinazo lezi zilwane ezibizwa ngama electric eels.
Yes.
And lezi zilwane zisebenzisa lo gesi lokuthi zikwazi ukuthi zilocate ukudla kwazi ukuthi kuhlalaphi.
Yes.
Zikwazi futhi ukuthi zizivikele ngalo gesi lo phakathi kwi system yazo. Okay.
Electric eels are one of them.
Yes.
So ngitshele ke about setup lo gesi lo.
Okay, lo gesi lo osemzimbeni wabo baya uproduce phakathi kubone kwi system yabo. So kunale special electric cells developa ngaphakathi emzimbeni wabo. And lama cells are connected in a way ukuthi ayakwazi ukuthi connect ndawonye pump through ukuze akwazi ukuthi mangabe qhamuka iprey ikwazi ukudetect from one cell to another, and then from straight that way this animal can be able to shock and get something to eat for themselves.
So ngitshele ke akhona amanye ilwane esebenzisa electricity in like in different ways.
Yes, zikhona ezinye ilwane kulama electric rays also asebenzisa the same amount of electricity, but it's just that with ama eels owabo ugesi is more than owalama electric rays. So kuma eels ugesi otholakala is about 600 volts. Uzothola ukuthi kuma rays ugesi wakhona is about 220 volts. So that's the difference, but they use it the same way because they are able to kill and paralyze and actually try and find something to eat for bona laphayana ngaphakathi emanzini labehlala.
Because zama ngitshele ke bangathathi electric eel you keep it in the ocean, if I get part of swimming pool or in a tank, will it still produce?
It will still produce. We don't get them la emanzini ethu la in Southern African waters. So lama electric eels esikhuluma ngawo thina ahlala in South America, and you get them in the Amazon River.
Yes.
So these guys not basically ukuthi atholakala emzini anosawoti, but still they can still produce that electricity if they had to be moved from fresh water or otherwise to sea water. So it doesn't mean ukuthi if they change ukuthi amanzi akhona njani, but mangabe semanzini nje the electricity will still be produced.
Okay, so ngitshele ke the electricity, like, is it charged up or hlala ukhona ugesi
It
all
will
the
be
time?
charged up, so it actually uses low electricity at a certain point whereby mangabe ifuna isilwane at that moment.
Yeah.
So let's say izamile ukuthi ishock a particular fish udlula passing by.
Yes.
And it happens that mhlambe yayikhipha leyo shock.
Yes.
And the fish wakwazi escape.
Yes,
So
yes.
as soon as leyo shock iphuma emzimbeni, it means that it has used that. So it has to recharge again for another animal.
What does it use to recharge it? Like yadla or?
It will be just generated inside their system.
And how long does that
So it takes about, it's something that happens for like 2 minutes.
Oh,
It has
okay.
to recharge very quickly in
Okay,
order to have something to find something for itself to eat and otherwise to defend itself as well. So it's not a very long process of it trying to recharge the electricity.
Okay, so ngitshele ke nge-distance ye-shock ifika kuphi nendawo?
Okay, distance le shock, it's not a very far distance. It's for like about 2 meters. So nje, it mustn't be into engaphezulu kwa 2 meters. It has to be in between that 2 meter.
Okay.
Ukucabanga nje, someone annoys you and you just take your finger out and you give them a shock.
Oh, so yeah, that would definitely make an impact, eh? But then
Masibuye sebesithola kabanzi how humans can be shocking too when we look at static electricity. Don't go anywhere.
TOMz. So I'm getting back to another electric TOMz show. Teenagers on a mission galakulena kweli kumbi. That's the SABC 1 Zanzi for sure.
Now, but fair to go, we've taken a look at some of the most amazing things that electricity does in nature, like dirty storms, the longest storm in the world, and even ocean life that uses electricity pants kwa mans.
We even sometimes feel it when we touch something and get a young shock. The reason that happens is static electricity.
Our bodies carry an electrical charge too. We like living, breathing batteries, but so we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
There's not song is like a shocker before. Like when you touch someone who's electrically charged and you get a shock on your hand, or when you open a door and you get that little shock on your fingers.
Now, static electricity is one of the most common ways we experience electricity in our daily lives. Now, and it's the result of electrical charges in our bodies and in the atmosphere that oppose each other.
Sekuyisikhathi sakhona bafethu, your fresh boy is still on a mission, touchdown in Newtown. Sesifikile sayibona bafethu, ivakashela ama-scientists asikhethela kabanzi about static electricity. What is that bafethu? I don't know, it's you and me in this mission. Let's go!
Philip Green.
Sure, angisha.
Umnandi.
Friend.
Welcome to TOMZ.
Itara.
So my viewers also introduce isitshele ukuthi kahle kahle udume ngani.
Alright. Mina igama lami Andile, ngawasikakhane. Otherwise bangazi ngo Dr. Feel Good, yabo? Yeah.
Dr. Feel Good.
Dr. Feel Good, yeah.
Okay.
Ni science communicator la sayibona. Sure.
So Andile sifuna ukuyana ke what is static electricity?
Remember yonke into in nature has to be balanced, yabo? So if you need imbalance, that's when kuba ne electrostatic electricity. But ngokubonisa ukuthi yenza kanjani in terms of izinto ama materials.
Okay. Yeah. So lama charges lawa atholakala kuphi?
Good one because now my paper kumele mse scale good one, right? Ngicothe le roll lakho lady.
Okay.
Uzorapha kwinwele zakho, right?
Okay. So what am I doing now? Why
So now khona manje uyacharge i-ruler ngama electrons.
Okay.
So my isondeza la lawa azoba attracted to in negative charges kwi ruler lakho. Okay. They attracted the air ruler. So yeah.
Okay. So my akhozwa yini?
By rubbing kwinwele zakho, you are actually transferring negative charges. So then now if le is negatively charged and the local positively charged, negative and positive will attract, which is why you can pick up pieces down.
Okay, so sithola kuphi nafuthi static electricity?
Okay, yabona ngathi whenever move say endlini, maybe sitting room, if we the carpet, right? We are move a corner, maybe wearing to the soul, maybe it is a rubber, right? So now move a corner, you harness ama charges, ama electrons, equipment yako, and then now you get to discharge those extra charges equipment yako whenever you touch, same time in metal doorknob, yeah, that yeah,
okay.
Either to charge those excessive charges. So.
Let's talk about the environment. So you told static electricity when it comes to the environment.
Yabona onkumuntu yazi environment ne sinale ukuthi sibiza nge-lightning.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So warm air rises, isn't it?
Yes.
So now as it rises, that vapor maya phezulu, because you know the higher you go, the cold it becomes. Okay. The vapor iba cold le phezulu. Bese form in ama ice crystals.
Yes.
So as the ice crystals a builder le phezulu ayenza a collider. If I collider could form in ama electric charges at all. So within a cloud, and then now below a cloud you get in ama heavy negative charges, even ama electrons. So then now as we are like negative and positive, we will always attract. But in this case, we cloud then in a gigantic spark, or a giant spark. Lightning.
Okay. So skipanda.
Alright, so la picture intenzakala ne ngifuna some same concept but I'll be using water.
Okay.
So into ibona la i-food coloring lenza kube blue.
Ngoba ngisezobuza ukuthi amanzi blue
yeah, no, i-food coloring ngifakile for visibility ngizobona intenzakala. Yabo. To show you ukuthi amanzi wona on its own kuthiwa yina ayi-polar molecule. Meaning that anama charges, anama negative and positive charges. So then now by blowing balloon ngeraphe like him, I'll be transferring in negative charges to balloon yam, and the money put it closer to amanzi azobe iflow out la azobe bend because then those positive charges will be attracted to in negative charges to balloon. Okay. And then things oyenza ke manje so khona manje ngocharge ibhaluni yami ngizoyi-charge with electrons, negative charges, yabo ngizorana i-tape yami la, yabo ayabhenda abantu. Yes, exactly. Why? Because amanzi ane positive and negative charges.
Static electricity is an imbalance of electric charges inside or on the surface of a material.
The charge liner stays on the material until it is able to move away by means of an electric current or electrical discharge.
So static means still, which basically means that it is electricity that does not move or discharge until something comes in contact with it that will actually discharge it.
A static electric charge is created whenever two surfaces connect and separate, and at least one of the surfaces has a high resistance to electric currents, making it an electrical insulator.
So if you've experienced static electricity, it's not always a nice feeling. It can give you a bit of a fright.
But there are actually ways you can avoid it. Removing or preventing a build-up of static charge can be as simple as uvula betunani ifestire or using a humidifier to increase the moisture content of the air, making sure that the atmosphere is more conductive.
So if there's no moisture in the air, you're less likely to get a static shock.
And the drier it is, the more likely you are to feel that little buzz when you open a door or touch someone.
So try not to shock yourself while we take a quick commercial break.
Coming up, we go back in time and clockwise to talk about electromagnetic science. We check out some amazing online content in cyberspace, and we get some awesome career advice. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
TOMz. Sisamkela kapha ku TOMz kweligumbi lase SABC 1 Zansi for show. Siphathelwe ngabaqala unkqubo SABC Education.
Namhlanje ke sifuna kabanzi about shocking natural science, electricity and how it works in nature. From electric eels to static electricity, it's everywhere around us.
Uzukhumbule bethu nani busando ngena endlini kaloku. You can always find out more online. Uzungalibali kaloku to check out our website as well as usifumana kumajelo ethu omnatha sinamakhasi ku Facebook na ku Twitter bethu nani kanthethe nathi inkqubo injani man.
The Romans believed that Jove, the king of the gods, used lightning to punish bad people. Early Greeks thought it was a weapon used by the god Zeus.
Now, there were some pretty strange ideas around back then, but there were also scientists to uncover the truth about natural sources of umbane.
The study of electricity goes quite far back. In the 6th century BC, Thales of Miletus observed that rubbing fur on various substances, like amber, would actually cause an attraction between the two. This is now known to be caused by static electricity. In 1791, Luigi Galvani discovered that touching muscles in frogs' legs with a scalpel which had been close to a static electrical machine caused them to jump. He calls this animal electricity. It then later became known as galvanism. So galvanism is the contraction of a muscle that is stimulated by an electric current. American Benjamin Franklin believed that clouds must be electrically charged, which would mean that lightning must also be electrical. Now this led him to perform his famous kite experiment, which has grown into a legend. What it basically did was it involved him holding a kite up in the air in an electrical storm and trying to conduct electricity. It was very dangerous and he was lucky to actually survive. Many people have since died trying to copy his experiment, so please do not try it at home.
Natural electricity can be just as dangerous as sticking your finger in a plug.
It's estimated that 24,000 people are killed by lightning strikes around the world each year, and about 240,000 are actually injured.
So stay indoors. Do not stand in wide open spaces and stay away from tall trees, poles, or anything else that might attract a lightning strike. Rather chill inside and browse the internet just like Katie did in cyberspace. Ta-ta!
We've been talking about electrical power namhlanje, and electrical power gives power to the processor on your mobile device. What if you could donate some of that power to good use? Power Sleep is the first alarm clock to do good deeds. It lets you donate the processor power of your smartphone or tablet to support AMA researchers at the University of Vienna who benefit cancer and Alzheimer's research. Or if you just want something cool for your phone, check out the Electric Touch wallpaper, a live wallpaper which stimulates electric lighting on your phone screen. How dope is that? Or if on is in there and you want some cool stuff on your phone, well, check out the Electric Touch wallpaper, a live wallpaper which stimulates electric lighting on your phone screen. Electric Touch live wallpaper gives you a real look and feel to the screen. When a touch is detected, you can feel the electric shock. Yay! Oh, my 7 is a 3D campus and magnetometer, which allows you to visualize the hidden world of magnetism around you in 3 dimensions. It can be used to explore and measure the direction and strength of the magnetic fields of random objects around you. How dope is that?
Oh wow, so much awesome stuff online, guys, yeah? Definitely there's a whole world of content out there to explore, and all you need to do is type in the search bar.
It's the way of the future. Have you ever thought about the way of your future? Somewhere out there is a career that's suited just for you. No matter what you're good at, you can find a rewarding job if you put your mind to it. And if science is your area of interest, why not think of becoming a teacher?
If you have a passion for teaching and would like to get into the career as an educator, you will need to have passed matric with the right subjects that qualify you for a degree or a diploma course. Each university and college has their own entry requirements, and you can go and find out more about this at www.neptosa.org.za. A qualification in education may be obtained at all universities. Postgraduate qualifications such as advanced certificates are offered by UNISA, NMMU, UJ, US, UCT, RU, UKZN, NW, UP, UFH, UV, UZ, WSU, and Wits University. Diploma courses in teaching can also provide a practical and focused teaching qualification targeted at specific levels of education.
Teachers shape lives and inspire young people to become successful and motivated adults. It can be a very rewarding career, and teaching qualifications are valued in countries all over the world.
So, when you're looking for a qualification that could take you places, then maybe teaching is just for you. And you can specialize in various areas in teaching, like science, languages, art, and many, many more.
With that said, let's hook up with our guests again for some career advice from them on how to get into the amazing jobs just like this.
Mangabe nifuna ukungena kulo mkhakha engisebenza kuwona kuningi okwenzakalayo la ekhaya. So for instance manifuna ukuba ama marine biologist, funa nifunde esikoleni, nenze iscience, nenze maths, and just finishing off your matric, which is more important, and then afterwards you're going to university, and then you can choose whichever one ofuna ukuspecify kuyona.
So ekhaya bafethu especially nina bantu asebancane intwana mawufuna ukuthi uwazi more nge-science ube mhlambe scientist, engineer and the related fields nefuna ufunde in science, okay? So xa manje scale grade 10 ustudy in science, your maths, your physics, your biology, yabo onke ama subjects are scientific ngisho kanjalo yabo. So yeah.
Oh yebo yes bafethu sibheke ma social sessions wethu la sikhuluma nawo lapha ekhaya ku Facebook na ku Twitter oqala sibethe ba.
Ku Facebook samduduzi bethu nani uthi ke TOMz is the best. It's good to have such a program because it makes science and technology so much more fun.
Wesibili siphethe usanele wakho malo yena ke athi huge shout out to Mrs. Maladi, my physical sciences teacher. Thank you so much for your comments bafethu. Befuna ufana na wenze njani?
Facebook TOMz, ku Twitter @TOMz_SABC_1, as well as Instagram TOMzTV_SABC1. Bethu nani sithi Twitter, sithi Insta, sithi Facebook, all. Sisa.
Exciting news, TOMz fans! This season, SABC launched with the TOMz t-shirt design competition.
Competition? Did you see I say competition? Now what you must do is you must design a super cool image. And the image must have something to do with science and technology. Science, technology, TOMz, yes? Yeah. Then what you do is you upload it, or rather you share it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, but it's my favorite now. The picture that gets most likes on our Facebook page here, so be printed on the TOMz t-shirt.
Not only with Facebook, yeah, but with Twitter as well. When you can comment, then who knows, we might be delivering a t-shirt here. We're hoping that you're feeling electrified and energized, and you want to learn more about electricity, and you had fun.
So keep telling us what you think on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter. Just clue me now on the next episode.
But for now,
goodbye, bye.
Next time on TOMz. We uncover the world of audio-visual tech. We see how your favorite movie is brought to you in the cinema. We check out a really cool audiovisual innovation, and we see what our 5 senses actually do. Excited yet? Then when I go kubukela TOMz rhoqo ngemivulo ngolwezibini ngesimbi yesinenqo enhloko apha ku SABC1 Mzansi.